Barakati Hawa, Barakata Yahushai, Barakati Hawa, Barakata Yahushai, Barakati Hawa, Barakata Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rogakadash. Double honors, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim, that is pushing this word in sincerity and truth with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. This is Brother Zaiwan Bakju with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. And I want to share a vision my wife had of the charagma. I want to share a vision, because I was heavy when she brought it to me, you know, and you know, I read an article last week. I think it was last week. It says WEF kids myself MC hips installed in their brains to help debunk conspiracy theories. All right, they must have the charagma installed in their brains to help debunk conspiracy theories. And this vision, what she had, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, this, you know, she saw this guy in a satmat suit, inserting that thing in these kids, you know, whereas like it happened right at my I think at my job, you know, and you know it was so powerful. Like hey, we so near, we more near than ever. But I ain't gonna do all that ranting, because hey, we in the times of prophecy, and that's prophecy. Yahweh Hashem Shai, Lord, when He give it a glimpse of how it's gonna be in the future. But one of the things what she told me afterward, because sometimes when you had a dream, certain things you don't remember right there and then. And the same Benjamin child who she could remember got that thing inserted into her. She ain't say it in the voice note, but she said it after. She told me after. She said, "Baby," she said to me, "Say, you know who that child was got what got that charagma inserted into them? That was our niece." I said, "Wow." She said that was our niece. So I was like, "Wow." So I say I can share it with you, beloved Akim Odell, through spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So without further ado, let me just get it, because I had it in a recording, but this phone so stupid it deleted it. But I can bring it over the spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So without further ado, let me play it. Dream of the RFID microchips last night, and I had a dream of the RFID microchips last night, and my husband was in charge of PE sports that day. And in the dream, it was daytime, it was a sunny day. The children were playing outside, they were stretching, they were walking around, and all the children joined in. There was no kids that didn't participate. Yeah, so I was in charge of PE, which is that's an acronym for physical education. But I'm a certified coach, but I don't really do it, but pretty much. Yeah, but let me just go on, continue to play. I was in a building upstairs watching sick children that weren't able to attend the sports and that had ailments and stuff like that. So I was sitting in a chair, and there was one Edomite boy across from me, and there was one Benjamite girl, and they weren't feeling very well. They had high fevers, but I couldn't understand why they were feeling so ill and why they were quite lethargic. And in the dream, I was falling asleep in the chair because it was quite a warm day. There was a window open, and there was a guy that walked in with a hazmat suit. I was half asleep. Now watch this part. There was a guy that walked in with a hazmat suit. Now watch this. He had on this white suit. He had the piercing of the, to put the thing in it. Yeah, within a skull, a syringe. Into the children's hand, the chip. And when he put the chip into the Edomite boy's hand, I was just waking up from him putting the chip in the Benjamite girl's head.
So he'd done the Benjamite girl first, Eve, then he'd done the little Edomite boy. And once he finished, I was waking up. And I just remember waking up having a complete spaz attack. Like I just was throwing my hands like, oh my gosh, like, have I taken it? I was absolutely petrified. I was like, Lord Yahweh Shemshah, like, please don't let me have taken this because I don't want to die. And I had this machine. It was like a gun, it was like a metal gun that you could just put against the people's heads. So I'd put it against their heads and their hands, and it was beeping like crazy. It was like boop, 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 boop. And I put it against my own forehead and my own hand, and it literally had nothing. And the thing is, they had little slips that this guy had taken. You couldn't see his face because he had on a whole hazmat suit. They had slips by the children's hands to say that they had permission to take this thing. So I was freaking out thinking that they'd put it in me, but I didn't have a permission slip, this piece of paper on the side. I didn't have one. So I ended up trying to call my husband from the window, but he couldn't hear me because the children were doing their running and some kids were stretching. So when I phoned him, I asked him to come upstairs because we need to talk. And when I told him what had happened, he'd said to me that basically I'm going to have to go back to London because I'm a foreigner here in the Bahamas. And the fact that I'm not a legal citizen here, I wasn't born here, we're going to have to go on the run. And I remember feeling really scared because I was like, oh my gosh, like they're going to try and separate me from my husband. And I was just scared of being alone. I didn't want him to, them to try and take me away from him and put me in like a jail. So I was thinking to myself, I hope they don't try and separate us. But thankfully, in that moment, when he was telling me that, they're going to try and send me back, he then said, we're going to have to go on the run. And I just remember thinking, okay, that's better than nothing. Like, let's go. And then I'd woken up and I thought it was really real because I thought I was going to be having to go back. And that was my dream of the RFID microchips in children. So that's it, really. It really. I
Yeah,
had a dream of the RFID microchips.
there you go. You see that? One got it in the hand and one get it in the head. Ain't that prophecy? All right, that's powerful because guess what? That's coming to pass very soon. All right, that's coming to pass. She wake up. She thought she had it, but she had the device. What could read to see if she had it. So the device went off. Say beep beep beep. They had it. All right. The guys he had permission to do this today. Then to put that in their children, and that's how it's gonna be. All right. A lot of these people's gonna bow down to the this charagma. You see the article I just read. All right. Them and their children. All right. But that's prophecy. This Joel 2 and 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And that was a heavy vision the Lord showed her. You understand? And that same Benji, my girl, that was my niece. When she remembered that was my niece. You know? So, you know, it's beautiful that she didn't get nothing inserted in the dream. All right. Now let's go to the main scripture, because she saw one in the hand, one in the head. Right. It's Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. You heard the voice, no? So these children ain't even gonna be exempt from this. And that no man may buy or sell save either the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that understand and count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, his number is 603 score and six. Alright? Three score and six. So, hey, this is coming. This is coming. You know? I remember reading this article last week. Kids, WF kids must have their MC hips installed in their brains to help pre-bunk conspiracy theories. This devil is garbage. All right. So, you know, I just wanted to share that voice note of the vision my wife had. you know, because we know this is prophecy. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, this is prophecy. All right, and a lot of people having visions of this charagma. All right, this is coming. You see that? You see that? So even with the damn children, a lot of people's gonna take this shit. Their kids and them. All right, he calls it all, both small and great. All right, okay. So you hear her say also, when I told her we had to go on a run, and that's how it's gonna be. You gotta live off the grid. All right, because if you on basically, down with this B system, you're gonna be outcast in the society. All right, gotta go on the run. You know, so these are times was coming on this very perilous time. So this devil coming on great rot. So yeah, man, like I said, I only want to share that video to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Lord, it was edifying. Yeah, man,